Let's do it, Ray. What am I calling you, Ray? Cletus?
You can call me Diddle. Just Diddle. It's fine. There's only one Diddle now. I'm not as prepared as I should have been.
What is up, CSBA? We are live here in Fort Worth, Texas. Two new teams showing up out here on the court tonight. We have the TCU Horned Frogs and the Hawaii Rainbows, I think it is. With me in the booth, I got my man Diddle, Ray Diddle. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing wonderful. Ready to get this thing started and see what these two teams got.
Yeah, man, should be a really fun night. Two new teams as we get some action started. Quick cut inside the lane, unable to get that one to fall.
Yeah,
so what are you out here looking for tonight, Dill?
So I'm actually excited to see this TCU team. Bolton went out and did a really good job recruiting and in the transfer portal, and got some really good players with Ricky Rowe and he got a Hanzo Hasashi. Yeah, really good.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, that was nasty.
Man, throws that down. See who that was. That's the thing. Yeah, TCU definitely bringing in a lot of talent. Josh Bolton over at West Virginia last year. You know, things didn't go the way they probably would have hoped. And Hasashi, man, that's two straight dunks there for Hasashi. But yeah, Bolton does a great job. Brings in Ricky Rowe, Hasashi, two guys from programs that have had a lot of success in this league. So. Should be able to step in and contribute pretty quick.
Yeah, and I'm also interested in seeing what Eaton. I mean, he put together a really good team. If you look at their team, he did a really good job recruiting, and he come from Pitt, so I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to the table.
Yeah,
coaching wise.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be really fun to see what Eaton does out there in the Mountain West. That newly formed league out there for the progression guys. You have Wyoming. Unfortunately they had that loss to Michigan State last night. Then Boise State there in that conference as well. So definitely going to be a team to watch out for, especially with Eaton leading the charge.
Yeah, I think at this point he should just change his last name to Diddle and be Eaton Diddle.
Right. Just adapt the family name.
That's right.
Unable to hit the three there. TCU going to push it back in transition. Up 7-0 here. Hawaii looking to make a stop.
Sorry about that. I actually got entranced into the game. I was trying to pick up on who's who here. I'm still getting used to some of these guys. They got some new faces, but it's nice to see Starks at the free throw line.
Yeah, without a doubt. A lot of new faces on both these teams. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit to get to know some of these new guys in the league, and we're figuring it out.
But back to what I was saying about Diddle changing his name, there's never enough Diddles in the CSBA, so if everyone changes it.
I think 2 is plenty. I think we're at the max capacity already.
You think 2 Diddles? Oh, there's 3 technically with Riddle Diddle Ware there,
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. TCU 9-0 lead here early. Hawaii still looking to break the ice. Gonna get right back to the action here though. Hawaii with the inbound. What do you want to see him do here? Try to get this thing going.
I think what they have to do is you have big Bam Bam Rubble in the middle. Is a really good player, and then that right there, Eaton Letterman on the outside. I mean, he was a big time shooter for Pitt. He can get it done from the midi and from the deep. So they need to
Yep.
get him more involved.
Yeah, they definitely do. Coach's son, trying not to give his son out there too much spotlight early on, but so he may be the best player on the court for this Hawaii team and needs to put some shots up.
Yeah, I'm also interested in this matchup in the middle for the starting units. It's big Matthew Norris um, against Bam Bam Rubble for Hawaii. That should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Starks gets over to Hernandez. Hernandez takes one in the mid. Can't get that to fall. Hisashi's there for the rebound. Maine's going to pull it up from 3. Gets that one to go. Big shot from Maine.
You can't leave Main open. He's deadly when he's left open.
Yes, he is. He's been around this league for a while, entering his senior season. As he comes up with a steal here, going to look to push the pace of transition. He's going to take it up and slam it home. TCU, Hawaii looking to stop the bleeding 13-3.
Yeah, I think they might want to look at maybe possibly calling a timeout right now and just to try to stop the run, because we know it's a game of runs here in the CSBA. So right now it'd be a good that's a good stoppage of play to stop the run, maybe stop the bleeding a little.
Get some fresh bodies out there on the court, and let you guys see if some new guys come out here can make a little more happen.
And I said Matthew Norris, and I'm sorry, that's Caden Norris.
Royal gets over there to Carter. Carter's gonna look taking it inside, and he does. Oh, can't get the finish. That's just unfortunate. It looked like he had a wide open lane, but unable to get it to go.
Yeah, he looks like Cletus Diddle did earlier with the whole missing wide open layup thing.
Yeah, he did, but Hawaii here, Rios had played good defense there on the other ends, and so have a chance to get it back here. Can't get that one to go.
They're getting a lot of open looks. They're just not knocking them down right now. This TCU though, this team is loaded. So I mean, it's nothing to hang your head about coming out and struggling to start with this team. You're brand new coach, brand new team, and you're playing a team that's really talented.
Yeah, 2 players who could easily be, first team All-Americans at their position on this TCU team, and Bolton and Ricky Rowe.
Royal getting out with a nice dunk there. I like that.
Yeah, it was a great move from Royal. Hawaii's gonna need more of that. Step up and play some physical defense. You don't have anything to lose in this game. Step up and play them tight, and if it burns you, but throw it at them.
Yeah, and that's kind of the attitude that these mid-majors should have coming into these games is, just throw the barn door. Just throw the whole kitchen sink. Throw everything you have at them. I mean, there's nothing to lose.
Oh, man, great defense there. Kaftasi, he was there playing some good defense, but great finish there from TCU.
Yeah, I was hoping that you would say that one first.
Yeah, that was... Oh, he gets blocked back. TCU just looking dominant right now on both sides of the floor.
This TCU team is really scary. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, wow, they're really good.
Yep, and new fan favorite gets the ball over to Sashi there, and Froggy Horns, much anticipated player here for this TCU team.
I wonder if Bolton has the same attitude as I do with my walk on, and I don't want him to shoot the ball at all. I just want him to pass.
Yeah, man, you gotta be the star, dude. Get out there and try to shine.
Yeah, that's for the Scally players. The walk-on's just supposed to get the ball to the Scally players.
Sashi still out there, man. The offense finds an open shooter, but Krieg's there with some big man rebound. Can't get that one to go, but he's gonna be heading to the line. Got a 20-5 lead here early with about 2 minutes left in the first. TCU not showing any signs of slowing down. Looks like they're going to be making some substitutions here. Got a couple over at the scoring table.
Yeah, I think they're going to their bench finally.
Yeah,
for the big guys. I think they had the big guys still in.
Yeah, I say they're going to their bench, and you see Josh Bolton and Ricky Rowe coming in. It's like, oh,
I know what a bench to go to, right?
I know, yeah.
Man, oh man, oh man, they are just again. It's just like I said just a second ago. You look at this team and you're like, holy crud, this team's a lot better than you think it is.
Yeah, they're definitely looking talented. I'm excited to watch it. They're definitely entering a tough conference. Well, I guess they were kind of already here, but this Big 12 is a tough conference. You have Texas Tech and Baylor, Iowa State, Kansas. I think Coach Vengeance over there. He's going to do a good job with Kansas. See what happens with Oklahoma State. Big 12 has always kind of been a 3-team race, sometimes even 4 teams, and I think it may be about the same this year.
Yeah, it's looking like a I'm thinking a 3-team race. I'm thinking it's Kansas, TCU, and Oklahoma State. Those are your front runners this year in the Big 12, and I think it's pretty. The gap is pretty wide.
You think so? You think Oklahoma State's up there in the
I personally
competing for
do.
the conference?
I personally do. Just because of what they did in the recruiting and in the offseason, I think they're still one of your favorites, one of your top 3s.
Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna hurt any feelings out here tonight, so I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself.
Well, we're from the Big East and the Big Ten. We're from the 2 power conferences, so it doesn't really matter. Everybody else is just playing for second place.
Hey, Big 12 is out here too.
Nah, the Big
Look,
12
I'll give
good.
them their props.
The Big 12 is good. And there isn't really, if you think about it as a whole, there's no really bad conferences this year.
No, now that we got rid of the Pac-12, yeah, there's no bad conferences.
Great. Yeah, did you see what Houston did earlier? I mean, they beat Pitt. I mean, they've got to be pretty good, right?
Yeah, exactly. Froggy Horns draws the foul. Going to be heading to the free throw line.
All right, let's see what they do with the free throw shooting of the walk on here. This should be interesting, right?
I mean, Froggy Horns looks like a bucket. That's all I'm saying.
He definitely looks like a bucket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
it's money. It's money. Oh, and he green lighted.
Green.
Yeah, he's definitely a better free throw shooter than any diddle I know. That's too close. That's too close to the basket for a diddle. We like to shoot it from behind the arc.
Yeah. And since we're coming fresh off y'all's game, you guys did unfortunately take that loss tonight, but you guys are definitely going through an adjustment. Not having that big presence of Big Bo Diddle down there. Are you navigating that?
I think as the season goes on, people are going to be thoroughly impressed with the bigs that we have. Bago Richards and Arthur Morgan are going to be two really big household names as the season goes forward as far as the bigs. And we saw a little bit of it tonight, and it's only a glimpse of what we're going to see from Justin Brown as the season goes on. He's going to be a really good player for us.
Yeah, you definitely see that. Ricky Rowe gets a nice little shot in the mid-range, making life a little harder for himself than it needs to be. It looked like that was a wide open lane for him, but he's going to pull it. But yeah, back to what you're saying about your team. Arthur Morgan, where he jumped to that nice little shot there from Hawaii, trying to get up there into the double digits. But yeah, Arthur Morgan, center that you mentioned for your team, he's a guy that I've definitely had my eye on, and I'll be watching closely throughout the season.
Yeah, and then of course his name, I mean, he's Red Dead Redemption too. Yeah, I mean, he's got to be good, right?
Exactly. Deep three from TCU, unable to get that one to go. Hawaii's going to try to push here in transition. Carter trying to push the pace. Takes it inside contact and gets it to go. All right, good job, Carter. That's what we need to see.
Yeah, I'm starting to. I see some really good things from this Hawaii team, and I'm kind of like trying to keep an eye on the game and watch chat. And I just want to let Eaton know, don't hang your head on this, man. I mean, you're facing a super talented team. This isn't what you're going to see all season long. You're going to see that your guys are very competitive when you get into the mid majors, and it's not a game planning issue. It's just the talent gap is that wide.
Yeah, you're going up against an extremely I mean, this is a veteran team. I mean, we've talked about Ricky Rowe and Joshua Bolton. You know, both those guys are seniors. You know, they've been around the league. They've been doing their thing. Hisashi is coming from a team that was, you know, has a history of championships. You know, I mean, it's a deep team, and you're Hawaii. You're coming in here as a new program, just trying to find your footing, and you know, just a little outmatched talent-wise in this one. But it's going to be really exciting to watch what unfolds with the mid majors out there. You know, I'm looking at the Mountain West. You know, you go back and look at the Wyoming game against Michigan State last night, and it looks like it could be, you know, maybe a similar outcome. But that's not how your season's going to go. Hits the three. Finds a good look.
Yeah, that's definitely not how your season's going to go out there in the Mountain West. Eaton, you're gonna you're gonna see some teams, and as long as the guys are active on your team and they progress like they're supposed to, you're gonna be just fine in the Mountain West, bud.
Yep, for sure. You ain't gonna be dealing with any Ricky Rose out there dunking on your head like that.
No, and you're not gonna be dealing with a Hanzo Hasashi, because I mean the kid's a baller. Main, like you said, he's been around. This is his senior year. He's been around for a while, and really good player.
Froggy Horns with the three.
Wow.
Bucket.
You said he was a bucket.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I saw that name when I was looking at all the walk-on profiles, and I was like Froggy Horns was the guy. I feel like he's him.
Yeah, he's got to be him, right?
Of the walk-ons, I feel like he is.
Yeah, there were some really good walk-on names. I mean, Froggy Horns is probably one of my favorites, and then trying to think of the other ones. Let's see. Well, of course, mine, Lieutenant Dan Taylor. You know, perfect.
I have to shout out my man TT Clowers Jr. coming back into the league as a walk-on.
Yeah, TT Clowers Jr. What was the one I saw the other night that matched so perfectly with the team?
There were a few like that.
Yeah, there was a really
bad
good
about
one.
thinking off the top of my head, but yeah, there were some good ones.
Let's see if Starks
off the screen, gets a good look. Can't get that one to go. Bolton's there for the board.
I was about to say, let's see if we can get Starks to get some dish going. Maybe take the ball out of his own hands a little bit and start using some of his. That's an unfair matchup all day long. Ricky Rowe on Eaton Letterman is not fair.
No, not much you can do there.
Yeah, if he can start getting the ball to some of his playmakers, and not so much his own self, I think that's going to go a long way in helping them. Is a little more teamwork, a little less ISO, which at times doesn't bother me. Like I ran ISO tonight just to see what would happen. It's not always a good idea.
Yeah, ISO's tough. Kind of puts your offense in a weird spot sometimes. You know, not a lot of movement. But yeah.
And then the other thing to think about is and it's just a little advice from a coach to a coach. I mean, I don't know if I'm supposed to do this on the air, but from coach to coach, when you're game planning, look at your book versus like what you want your team to do, because certain books do certain things, and then test it, run a sim, test it. If it doesn't look like what you want it to look like, try something different.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, that's what it is.
You can be like me and run, 50, 60 sims a week, or you can be like some of these other coaches and run 3. And that's the numbers. We're good. Let's go.
Yep. Yep, exactly. Put some time into it. Find what works for your team. Best way to do it. And I see some new names in the chat that I don't really recognize. I'm assuming you guys are playing for Hawaii based off the comments. Like you guys are saying, the best thing that you can do if you want to ensure that your team's going to be as great as they can be to watch and get the good performances, show up and make sure you're doing what you can do to progress your guy. You can get those points really quick, get yourself some badges, some upgrades, and it can change real quick. I just as an example, I had a progression player on my team last year, and he made the 3-point contest with all the other guys in the league. So can get, you just gotta put in the grind.
Yeah, and there's guys like both of my progression players from last year, Rick Mort and Eaton Lederman, are both are coaching in the mid majors now. So
Yeah.
I mean, that goes to show that you can't. Who else is it? Damian Chambers. For I think it was Kansas last year, maybe.
Oh, Villanova.
Villanova. Yeah. Who progressed? Like I think he was blue before the week 1 game. I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So you can definitely progress quickly, and you determine what your player is going to be by your activity.
The number of games that are run on this channel, yeah, you can get that blue chip pretty quick.
Especially with the park after dark and everything, when we're running all that stuff, you can get there in a hurry.
Yeah, Ricky Rowe.
Not fair.
Man, just go back to the bench, Ricky Rowe.
Yeah, he's a cheat code at this point in time.
I mean, yeah, there's just no one on Hawaii that's close to the level of athleticism that Rowe's working with. Good find though for Hawaii. Finds a big man down low.
I'm glad to see Bam Bam Rubble put one in the hoop, but he's been down there banging around a little bit with the big guys, you know, with Caden Norris and Ricky Rowe and stuff. Glad to see him finally put one in the hoop himself.
Yep. Gotta get your own. Bolton's gonna work it inside. Tries to work the glass. Can't get that one to fall. Hernandez is gonna push the pace here for Hawaii.
Like right now, you definitely have to look for Eaton Lederman and get Lederman going. He's kind of been your go-to for points so far. I mean, he's the guy that can score for you.
Yep. I've taken contested 3 there, and yeah, I've seen them trying to work Eaton off some screens, and playmakers just aren't seeing the open man quick enough. They've had some possible looks there, just not moving the ball around quick enough. But they'll get it. You know, this is week 1 out here together. Bunch of guys that never played together. They all come with time and chemistry.
Oh yeah, this and that's again, it goes back to, you know, first time coach and everything. I mean, you'll learn as you go. Man, was that Ricky Rowe with a 3 that time?
I don't think it was a 3. I think it was like a deep midi. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just stick with it, man. Don't give up. Don't get dejected over it. I mean, you're going up against what I consider one of the probably top 10, maybe top 7 schools in all of CSBA.
Yeah, I don't even know exactly where. Let me look real quick. Where's TCU ranked? I don't think they were ranked. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That can't be right. I think they were like in 15, 16 range, if I'm not mistaken.
I can't find it right now, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they were in like the
20.
15, 16.
Wire said they were 20.
They were 20. Wow. No way. No way this is the number 20 ranked team in the CSBA.
Yeah.
No way. Too much talent.
We'll see what they can do. They'll be playing a tough conference for sure.
And there's Lederman hitting a 3 there. I mean, that's what TCU needs to do. They need to get Lederman to basketball and with open looks, and he's already proven he can knock them down. He knocked them down for Pitt last year. He can shoot.
Yep. He does really good when he's Rowe just down there throwing it down again. Yeah, Lederman does really good, and you know, he can handle the ball. But I love watching him try to work his shots where you know, he's having some plays drawn up for him where he can catch and shoot. Seems to do really well there.
And if I just read that stat correctly, Ricky Rowe has 20 points.
Is it up to 20 already?
20 points.
That's crazy. I feel like 3 minutes ago it was like 12. I swear I saw. Yeah, that wasn't that long ago that graphic popped up.
No, it was. I think it was 3, maybe 4 minutes of game time. Yeah, it wasn't long ago.
Dang.
Yeah, and he has 20 now.
Find the high pick, but man, doesn't help him out too much. All right, he gets a good look.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the other thing that's gonna change is when they're playing people that that aren't packed up and aren't badged up, those will start to drop a little bit more often when they got the open looks.
Yep, for sure. Get that blue chip first. 20K points. That should be your main mission right now.
100% main mission for all progression players is get to blue chip, get to blue chip, get to the 77 mark.
Yep. I'll have to pull up another contested 3. Ooh. Rios was there for the board, but just didn't quite react quick enough for it. Would have loved seeing a putback effort.
Yeah, I would. I think you're gonna see. Hopefully in the second half, you're gonna see a little more effort down low from the bigs from Hawaii. But I mean, they're going up against the likes of Ricky Rowe and Caden Norris and oh, sorry, my son just woke up and decided to come sit with me.
You're good, man. I know that.
And
You need to go at any point. You're good.
oh no, we're good. Put his passy back in his mouth and he'll go right back to sleep. He'll just lean on me and go to sleep.
Yeah. That's slam Hanzo Hisashi there.
Yeah.
He had a couple dunks. I think 2 in a row.
Yeah, he had the first 4 points of the game, right? With two vicious dunks.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, this is one of those games where, as a coach, Eaton, you just kind of sit back and you say, you know what, this happens. It happens to everyone, and you just let it go. Yep. This is one where you got to be a duck. You just got to let it slide off your back. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
and it's preseason.
I mean, but we can say that, but I know what it's like to sit on this side that Hawaii's on right now. I've been there. Like you said, everyone has. I know the feeling. It sucks, but especially for the first game of your season, you're trying to get started, and Ricky Rose out here dropping 20 points on you in the first half.
He's trying to tell Peter Packer that he's not the only one that can put up 30 and 15 because he's on pace for that himself.
Yeah. Hey, on pace to break the CSBA single game scoring record. Ooh,
well,
like the drive there.
That was a very good take.
Gets a good look at 3 too and hits it. There you go, Starks.
Yeah, that was so going back to Peter Packer, he was at 20 points at halftime as well. So he was at 20 points and I think at halftime he had 8 boards versus 6 for Ricky Rowe. But it does look like Ricky Rowe is going to try to set the CSBA scoring record tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to make it very clear it does not count because it is preseason, so
does not count at all. It is preseason. And people don't put in their best game plans in preseason. We already know this, so it doesn't count.
Except TCU, you guys put in the best game plan y'all got, so don't feel too bad, Hawaii. Green's that one, main.
They put in their A++ game plan.
Yeah, exactly. That's why this is happening. They ran like 500 sims preparing for this. Eaton, nice little move. We need to see more of that from Eaton. 4 of 6.
Lederman is
Work
such
the ball
a good
for him.
player.
Let him take control of the offense. Been doing a great job.
He has, and he's such a good. I mean, he's such a good player. And as far as if you want to learn from all you Hawaii Rainbow Warriors or Rainbows or whatever they are now, all you guys that's on this team, if you want to learn how to be a progression player and make a good player, get with your coach.
Yep.
I mean, just look at his player. His player is phenomenal, and he's active, and he's always done it the right way.
Oh, throws it out of bounds. Main. Let's work on those bailouts.
I'm trying to get a little fancy now. They're up big. They're like, we're gonna play some fancy basketball. Hey, I can't say this as well. At least you're not losing a game, and this is factual. The school I coach wrestling at, the girls basketball team lost to our biggest rivals.
Nice and one.
Nice and one right there. They lost to our biggest rivals, 101-0 in basketball.
0?
Man,
That's humiliating. You know, I would probably never play another game of basketball with that team ever again.
Well, they only
I
had
don't know. I
5.
know you ain't supposed to quit on your team, but if we're out there playing an entire game and we don't get a bucket,
Yeah,
it may just not be it.
they have not scored double digits but one time this season.
Damn.
They've lost a game 59 to 3.
Wait. You said they they haven't even got they ain't even getting into double digits most games.
Most games, no. They've
Oh,
done it
all
one
right.
time this season.
Oh boy. I bet they draw really well.
Yeah, they're not good.
That's
we
tough.
Yeah, they had a game tonight, and there was 2 people in the stands, and then when the boys game, the stands are full.
Yep. Sounds about right. That's
Nice
tough.
take again.
Yeah.
That's a really good take right there. Wired said that that Eaton's player looks like a surfer dude, so no wonder he's at Hawaii.
He does look like a surfer dude.
It's very fitting.
Yeah, I know we've matched up before. I can't remember if it was. I mean, it had to have been when I was with Iowa. And I remember Eden gave us problems in that game. He was one of y'all's top performers when we played you guys.
Yeah, we matched up Sweet 16 maybe.
Sounds about right. I think we
My
may
first
have
year?
played in preseason or in non-conference too.
Maybe.
I think we played.
Yeah.
I think we played each other twice that season. I think we played in the regular season and postseason. But Eden gave us problems in one of those games.
Yeah.
He had like 14 points.
Yeah, Eaton is a really, really, really good player, and that's why I'm telling the progression guys, like, get with Eaton if you want to learn how to build a player, because
Ooh, nice little
through
strip there
progression.
from Starks.
Oh, they've got to look ahead on that though. I mean, they got a guy
Yeah.
running down the court by himself.
Ooh, nice
Nice
strong
take.
finish. Yeah.
Was that Carter there, or no? That's
No.
Hernandez.
Yeah. Hernandez. Or wait, no. I think it was Brathwaite. Brathwaite? I don't know. We're gonna get y'all's names down, I promise. Yeah, I think it's Brathwaite.
that was Braithwaite.
Yeah, Brathwaite.
Yeah, we'll get your guys' names down. I mean, it's a long season, and you're all new players, but
Moving the
we'll get
ball
them
around.
down.
Yeah, look. Oh.
Like I said, they're getting a lot of really, really good looks. I mean, so again, going back to the Eaton, don't go away from your game plan because you're getting a lot of good looks.
Yep. Froggy Horn's just a little too strong on that one. Hey,
There's
we
another nice
go
little
in there
take.
and draw the foul.
Yeah, that's another nice little take.
Yep.
That's Carter forcing some defense.
Right. End of the line now. 64-32. Horned Frogs.
Yeah, they've looked really, really good this game. And then,
Yeah.
you know, being a new team, I was not sure how I was going to feel about the purple and white, but I'm kind of digging the TCU dreads here, you know.
Yeah, the unis look good, but yeah, we didn't even talk about it. The court looks pretty sweet too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that middle TCU that has that kind of like sweet little gradient to it, or maybe there's even a design on it, but looks sweet.
yeah, man. This team does a really good job of, not the team, but as far as like the CSBA team does a really good job, you know, building stadiums. Wired does a phenomenal job with customizations and stuff, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, Kopsy was down there. He made that look a lot more difficult than it needed to be.
Yeah, he was rolling around for some style points, huh?
Yeah, he waited a little bit.
Kidding.
Yeah, Ricky Rowe getting back to business.
Like, and it's not like he's making like uncontested shots. These shots are being contested, and he's just draining everything.
Yeah, he's had a lot of open dunks too.
Yeah, well, I mean that's. I was talking about in the mid range, and you know he's had a few open. He has had a few. You need to work on your
Went into the
bailout.
second row.
Work on your
That looked like it
bailout.
was blocked. Was it not blocked?
No, because it was out on Hawaii. It's TCU ball, so it had to be thrown out, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it looks like Rowe came through with the block there. Yeah, I think it had to have been. Rowe's gonna get over Bolton. We haven't said Bolton's name really at all. Can't even really recall him scoring too much.
Yeah, he hit one really, really, really deep three earlier. I was kind of actually really impressed by how far away he was when he shot it. Look, and he scores on cue.
Yep, there he is. I don't know. We're probably gonna look at the stat sheet, and it's gonna be one of those games where I feel like I never saw him, and he had like 14 points.
I think he's got somewhere around 9 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
He's definitely getting his spot on the stat sheet elsewhere. That mean block down low. Didn't know he could play that interior defense like that.
Yeah, Bolton's not known for his interior defense.
Ooh, active
nice
hands
steal
from Royal. Royal's gonna take it in.
Oh,
Nice
come on, Royal. We
push.
know you can dunk. We saw that sweet dunk earlier. I wish we'd have saw another sweet dunk there.
I know, right? Like we need the highlight reel.
I want to say clip that one time.
Yeah, right.
And we gotta get I gotta get my catchphrase for 3-pointers because I can't steal everyone else. You know, they use bang. I gotta get my own catchphrase. Wide open, Braithwaite. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful find there.
Yeah, great cut from Braithwaite. They've done a pretty good job when they get the ball in transition. Whenever they're able to make a good defensive stop, they typically do a pretty good job moving the ball down the court. But when they get stuck in their half-court offense, really seem to be struggling a little bit.
So, interesting stat. They were 8 of 29 in the first half shooting. They're 8 of 13 in the second half, in the third quarter alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've been playing pretty good defense. I can't remember exactly what the score was at halftime, but I think TCU only has like 14, 15 points in this half. Been playing a little bit tighter deep, making it a little tougher for TCU.
Oh, I thought it was like 62 to 64-32 or 62-34 at halftime.
Yeah,
No,
I think
it
it was.
couldn't be.
I think it was 60. I think it was like, I don't know. We'll see when when we look at the box score. But I mean, it was up there. Like they've definitely made life a little more difficult for them.
Yeah, I think going back to the 3-point. I think I've got to find my 3-point catchphrase, and I'm not going to use bang because it's been overdone. I can't use drip. I don't remember who that is for the green lights, but the drip.
That was Jukes. Yeah, it was Jukes. I don't think he really calls games anymore though, so you could adapt that one technically. I know there were some harsh critics on the usage of drip though. So.
Yeah, mine might be buckets or something like that.
There you go, buckets. Yeah, you just go online, look at a list of popular catchphrases for 3 points, and pick the one that you like.
Boom shakalaka.
Yeah, there you go. Boom
oh wait, that's
dunks.
That's dunks, right? Yeah.
Oh, I think they did it all the time. But yeah, well, here we go. Entering the fourth quarter.
Everybody's really 3 or 4s up.
Close. Those Horned Frogs rolling tonight, 74-39. Gonna be sending the Rainbow. I don't know I'm sorry. I don't know what the official Hawaii name is.
It used to be Rainbow Warriors, but I think they went away from that.
Okay.
Everybody get your 4s up in chat.
Yeah, throw your 4s up. Let us know y'all here. Hawaii guys, I hope you're still around. Getting those points.
But they're just the Warriors now, so they're no longer anything. Oh, there's that guy Bam Bam Rubble again. Yep. He's also going to be a really good player for them in the middle. I mean, he's already shown that he can get down there and bang a little bit down low. And y'all know I like big guys. Whoa, never mind. I'm not going to say that. That was about to come out really bad.
But yeah, like you were saying, he played some really good defense down low there. It's a board, nice make from Hawaii, and Hawaii they've showed out a lot better here in the second half. First half was kind of a beatdown, but I think they're about even in the second half so far.
Yeah, I think if this team showed up in the first half, the same team that's playing in the second half, we'd be looking at a much closer ball game right now.
For sure. Yeah, I think the deficit just got a little out of control. That first one, where it's probably over at this point, but I mean, definitely cut it down a little bit. And yeah, Robles down here, he played really good defense again on this possession. So definitely going to be a key part of this Hawaii team is some tough defense down low.
I'm sorry, I was reading chat. Somebody said a little too much dip on your chip. I think they were talking about my big guys banging down low comment.
Yeah. Bolton's leaving the court. He's amped up about this after the trip to West Virginia last season. Because maybe his first win since season 6.
Yeah, it's been a while, right?
Yeah, it's been a while. But new pastures here because TCU, they look like a threat. That's
yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb right now and say that they're the top 18.
Oh!
There's Big Bam Bam Rubble again.
Yeah, Rubble. Great board and aggressive putback. I love that.
Yeah, I like big men that can. I'm trying to think of how to say this without it just being taken totally out of context.
Hey, you let it fly, man.
I like big men that are gritty on the court. There you go.
There you go. Oh, find him again. Wow, there you go. The pick and roll is starting to work out a little bit for the Warriors here. Rubble having a good game, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Played some good defense too. That's not showing up on that stat sheet.
Yeah, that's actually a really good game for him right now.
Liederman with the steal and gets up the Sparks for the slam.
Nice. Look, they're getting out running now, and this is the Hawaii team that you look at in the Mountain West, and you're like, man, the other teams might want to worry a little bit because they got some guys that can really go.
Yeah, for sure. And you know they do kind of have a little bit of a size advantage out here against TCU. It looks like TCU is just a lot bigger across the board. Hawaii seems to be a little bit of a smaller team. But you know, if they can get teams where they're running the floor like this, I think they're going to be a team that can get really dangerous when they get the ball in transition.
Oh yeah, and like you said, there's a massive size difference here. I mean, you look at almost every position, it looks like TCU's a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, a little bit faster.
Yeah. I mean, it's typically what you would expect when you turn on a mid-majors versus, you know, ACC Big Ten school.
Letterman with a nice little steal and layup there, coast to coast.
Oh.
You know whose name we haven't called much in the second half? Asashi or Ricky Rowe.
Yeah, they've both been quiet. I think Rowe only has two or 4 points in this one. I don't think Asashi has anything. So, yeah, it's like we talked about a little bit ago. I mean, Hawaii's defense is definitely clamped down in the second half. Loose ball control there, though, as TCU comes away with a steal.
Nice
but Liederman's there to send it. Great block, good defense. Not known for his defense. He's more of a scorer, but gets it done there.
Liederman came to play. It's nice to see that they still got playing for a little bit of something, you know, playing with a little bit of pride.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're gonna look at this box score, and I mean, if it continues on like this for the rest of the quarter, I bet we may look at that box score and actually see Hawaii in front of TCU in second half scoring.
And then was that Froggy Horns there with the 3?
Was it Froggy? Or was it Sashi? I don't know. I didn't see. If it was Froggy, my man's buckets. Eating Liederman.
Liederman green lighting.
Ooh, I think he was blowing kisses to the crowd. I don't know about all that when you're down 30, but hey. Find Zealand.
Man, that TCU team, like everywhere you look, it's good ball player, good ball player, good ball player.
Yeah. Will they reach the century mark? I'm gonna say no. I think they're too far out.
Nah, I don't think
around like 96, 97.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think they get there. I don't think they get there. I think they finish out. I was going to say 94 to 95. Only because Hawaii has been playing better defense.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would like to see Hawaii score right here and give themselves a little bit more momentum going forward into the season.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But you got your man Lederman lit up there. You gotta find him.
Yep, and they're looking to do it.
Oh, there he is. Wow.
Got a really tough pass, but stripped away. Honestly, not a bad outcome for Hawaii. Gives them a chance to reset here with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Try to find a good look.
You got to set a screen. Set a screen for Lederman.
Stark's gonna pull it. Can't get that one to fall.
I want to see Ricky Rose shoot a 3-pointer. That's what I want. That's the one thing I've missed this game. There's Sasashi.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Ricky Rowe in this fourth quarter. He came off the bench in this one, and I don't think he's been out here so far in the fourth. Or he may have just been benched because they're up by quite a bit. Lederman gets another look from the corner. Ooh.
That's one he normally knocks down.
Yeah, it is.
But you can't make them all. You can't hit every shot.
Nope. Even the greats in real life miss a lot of shots, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think Steph Curry shoots what from the field 55 or either 56% from the field. I know he doesn't shoot that from 3-point land, but I think that's what he shoots from the field. It's 55 or 56%. Which I mean, if you want to talk about someone that you think of, hey, he doesn't miss many shots. He actually misses
I think he
quite
shoots
a bit.
I think he shoots like 40, 45, 46% from 3.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So if you're hitting half your shots from the 3-point line, you're a pretty good basketball player.
Yep. First one was good.
Starks has quietly had a pretty good night. I mean, I think he's up around double digits of scoring as well.
Yeah, I would think so. He's definitely been the beneficiary of some of those fast breaks, and he's had a couple nice shots from deep as well. But yeah, you know, a lot to grow on here. A lot to build off of.
I think my favorite part of early season game, all the 2K shoes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of 2K shoes out here now, and honestly, there's a lot more 2K shoes out here now that you don't get the speed boost with them.
Yeah,
he's a little different, so a lot
yeah. I
less
mean, it was nice with the old arcs when you got the speed boost with the the kicks. It's what made Bo Diddle so good.
that +2 speed.
+2 speed. That's what made him a beast.
Yeah. He was a beast, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. Is everyone was in the same thing you asked earlier. Everyone's Bolton's quietly having a big second half.
Yeah, Bolton.
You remember what you said earlier?
Yeah. I mean, he's definitely showed up a little bit more since I said that, but yeah, I mean, he's had a quiet 15 points, efficient, 88% shooting from the field. Yeah. Senior leadership. Do the most with your opportunities, and main splits the. No, that's not main. Who was that?
That was Jones. Yeah, that's the first time. I think that's the first time we've called his name.
Yeah.
Hawaii, keep them at 95 so that I can be correct.
They're gonna get one more shot.
Yeah, they'll get one more shot at scoring more than 95. But
yep,
was that Popovich coaching over there?
Was it?
Take a break.
He's an assistant on the TCU bench. No wonder they're so good.
Yeah, right. You got Popovich on the Warriors. This is the first one, but yeah, it'll be interesting to look at the box score in this one to see how even these teams were in the second half.
Yeah,
If we would have seen the second half Hawaii team all the way through the game, I think this would be pretty tight right now.
yeah, they were definitely, especially in that third quarter. The fourth quarter,
Hmm.
not so much, but especially in that third quarter. In that third quarter, I honestly think that if we went through and broke it down by quarter, I think Hawaii actually may have outplayed TCU in the third quarter.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. Based off the eye test, I would say so as well.
So that it
Ooh, not
came,
gonna get that final look though as they throw the turnover.
and now Hawaii's going to hold out for a final shot.
They may not even take that final shot. They're gonna pull it. Braithwaite
He's
can't get
gonna
that one to
pull.
go.
He's gonna pull it with time left.
Yeah, pull it with time left, and that's going to be the ball game. TCU Horned Frogs' first appearance out here in the CSBA, going to bring home the win, 95-58 over the Hawaii Warriors. It was all TCU night, but yeah, it was a great game. Saw kind of what we expected out of those star transfer portal guys that came over here to TCU this season. Until they're going to be a big part of this game plan and how successful this team will be this year. And Hawaii, showed a lot of great things and some really great potential for what they could build into. So we'll go ahead and take a look here at the team comparison. Um, Looking at this right away, what stands out to you the most here, Ray?
It's kind of what we expected, right? I mean, it's really, a lot of TCU. um,
Yeah.
it's kind of really exactly what we expected. The turnovers is a lot of turnovers from both teams.
Hmm.
That's definitely one of the things that stands out to me. Yeah,
Yeah.
they turn the ball over way too much.
Yeah, TCU turned the ball over way too much. I mean, this is they're definitely going to want to find a way to protect the ball a bit better. If they lose the ball that many times in conference play, they will lose games because of that. But yeah, when I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the bench points. 56 points from the bench. Um, Pretty much would have been enough to win this game if you just put the bench out there. So crazy performance from them. 67% from the field, 52 points in the paint. TCU did a great job moving the ball around with 27 assists. Um, so yeah,
I mean,
good showing for both teams though in that second half.
yeah, it was just an all around good performance from TCU. I mean, you look at this box score and you're like, man, they didn't really struggle in any one area.
Yeah.
They
Wire, can
they
you switch
really,
to the second half only in the box score? 38
yeah.
39.
So a 1 point game in the second half. Yeah,
Yep.
and you look at this and it's a tale of two halves. I mean, if you look at the first half, it's all TCU,
Yep.
100% TCU. You look at the second half, and it's really Hawaii. If you look at the stats, Hawaii, you feel like won the second half.
Yeah.
That third quarter is what would be really interesting.
Yeah. Truly the tale of two halves, 6 steals. So yeah, good performance there. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the box score. Start off with the White Warriors. Ian Lederman leading the charge. Super efficient night from him as he posts 18 points, shooting 4 of 6 from three, with a couple assists, a couple steals, contributing in every way. Followed up by Carter, posted 10 points. Gonna want to work on his efficiency a little bit as he goes 3 on 11, but does contribute with the 3 assists. Your favorite, I already knew off the way you were calling his name, Bam Bam Rubble. Gets close to that triple double with 8 points, 7 boards, and efficient on those putbacks with Seagulls 4 and 5. Braithwaite 3 and 8. Didn't get his 2 looks he had from three. Felt like I remember those 2 shots pretty clearly, and felt like they were kind of big shots that he could have hit. So love to see him get in the gym, work on the 3-point shot. Starks 5 points, 5 assists. Unfortunately, he's also got the 5 turnovers to match it. Want to work on that. It was a rough night shooting for him as well. Royal 4 points, 2 steals, perfect from the field. So maybe look to get Royal a little bit more involved in the offense. And then Hernandez was also down here contributing 3 points, 2 assists. Kofsky had 3 points, 2 boards, and a steal, 1 of 3 on the field. And then Rios looks like he picked up just 1 point off his trip to the free throw line, 2 boards, an assist, and a block, and Thomas Noble blanks the box score, straight zeros. Wasn't able to hit any of his 3 shots, so a rough game for Thomas Noble. And then we'll switch over to the TCU side, and I'll let you read this one off, Ray. Tell us about the Horned Frogs.
Ricky Rowe. Wow, I didn't realize how efficient he was, but he had 22 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, a steal, a block to fill up the stat sheet, plus a minus of 21, which is huge. And he was 11 of 12. Bolton, again, like you said, it was a quiet 15 points. He also had 3 boards, 2 assists. And he actually, we're talking about his interior defense. He had 2 blocks. 7 of 8 shooting, a plus or minus of 20. He had a plus 24. Wow. Caden Norris, a big game, 12 points, 5 boards, 1 steal, 4 or 5 shooting, and he went through the free throw line 4 times. That's pretty good. Let's see. Froggy Horns
Froggy
had
Horns
11.
bucket.
Look at this guy.
He's a bucket.
Mr. Bucket with 11 points, 1 board, 2 assists. The 3 turnovers, need to work on that a little bit. But 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. That's killer from a walk on, right?
Take that every time.
Oh yeah, Hanzo Hasashi. 17. I'm sorry, 10 in 17 minutes. He had 10 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and he was 5 of 7 shooting, which is really good. Main 9, 1 and 7 with 3 steals. That's massive.
That's a great stat line for Main.
Yeah, the 2 big guys, Zealand and Krieg, both had 6 points. Zealand with 8 rebounds, Krieg with 7 boards, and then they both had 2 blocks, and Krieg had an assist. Then we had Mikey Williams. He really didn't do a whole lot. He was 0 for 0 on he didn't even take. He had 1 field goal attempt, but he got fouled during it. 2 points, on 2 of 2 for free throw line. He did add 5 assists and a steal, and then C.J. Jones, he had 2 points. He was 1 of 4 shooting, so the one layup that we saw him make was the only shot that he made. He had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, which is another. The assists are what's huge for those guys. So they are really making a difference on that team with the big assist.
Yep, you look at that PRF, they contributed. Just those 2 bottom guys contribute for 29 points to their team. So
that's right.
Still making a huge impact. So yeah, good game for both teams. Hawaii definitely showed a lot of fight there in the second half. TCU looking like they're going to be a threat here in the Big 12 as we enter season 8. It's been a great preseason so far. I've seen some great games. You have any final words before we sign out of here for the night, Ray?
Just to the progression guys, keep active, keep plugging along, and keep progressing, man. Let's see these mid majors starting to make a run at these big boys.
Yep, definitely. We saw the first game of the season. Mid major took down Oregon, so definitely showing there's going to be some competition here, and you stay competitive and you put your team in a position where you can win the conference. You're going to be moving on to March Madness and have an opportunity to go after that national title. So yeah, I had a great time on the call with you, Ray. It was great having you in the booth, and yeah, I'm Pax, and CSBA. We'll see y'all tomorrow night. Have a good one. CSBA out.